Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am just coming out with a little short video, not too high effort on the XYZ Festival. From what I've noticed first look, there are definitely there's some pros. There are also some cons that are kind of big for me. And I'll let you know what I think about it overall at the end after I go over the pros and cons of what they possibly could have done to make it a bit better. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. First off, our pros. It's a good gem grind. Which is desperately needed in the game. It was getting kind of hard to get a hold of a lot of gems at this point in the game. It's once you get to Plat 1, you don't have that big boost in gems, like going from 100 to 200 gems. You don't have that big injection of coins anymore. So at that point, you're just going for your 100 to 150 gems per day. From the dailies, that's about all I was doing. I was just logging in, doing my daily tasks and then logging off. There wasn't really much else to do, other than like maybe think about some deck ideas, some tech ideas that may be fun, which I'll be coming out with in the future. But yeah, that's pro number 2. Is it's something to do with the game. It's not stale anymore. It's an opportunity to try out some new decks. That's one thing that I do like about this event, is that it's its own format. It does have its own ban list. So, one thing that is on the ban list is Eldritch the Golden Lord. So a lot of people are going to like that. It's one way to get away from Eldritch. It's a good way to get away from Eldritch. Not too bad there. So there are also some other annoying cards. There's no chain strike, so you can't get chain burned. They banned a lot of cards that prevent you from normal summoning multiple monsters. Vanity's Emptiness isn't in there. It's banned. So a lot of annoying cards are banned. That's a pro there. Now, that's more or less all of the pros that I have for now. Now, that's not to say I may find out some more pros in the future, but that's all I have for now after the first look. Now, getting into some cons. The new content is kind of, it's okay. It's not anything special. They came out with a structure deck. Structure deck is average at best. I mean, it's obviously catering to the event, so you'll have something to play during the event for those who don't have something to play during the event and don't want to play with the loner decks. So, I mean, there's that. That's kind of a pro, but for experienced players, anybody looking for new cards, easy cards to get, it's not anything that's really worth it. They did come out with a new pack. It's not something you can buy with gems. It's something that you earn in the event. So you can only earn gems and tickets for this new pack. And the new pack it sucks. It's bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's a bad pack. Only good cards in there are probably Crooked Cook and Photon Strike Bouncer, and you only need one of each. And it's super easy to get one of each. I opened 6 packs, got both easily. So that's another thing that leads into a con, is there's no interesting rewards. It's just gems in that pack. And the pack sucks. I hate opening the pack because you open 10 of it and you get all the cards you need. That's it. There's only 2 URs and a few SRs, and then there's a few rares and a few commons. It's a very small pack too. That's another con, is that it's very minimal effort. Very minimal. They did not go too far out on this XYZ Festival with the rewards. Another con is they didn't ban all of the annoying cards that restrict XYZ summoning. For instance, I was playing Zodiacs tonight. I played for like an hour. Played Zodiacs, and it allowed me to play Kaiser Coliseum, and I just played against decks that were not playing Zodiac, and they just quit. I just played Kaiser Coliseum with Dryden on board, and they quit. And I'm like, I mean, I'm winning and getting gems, but is that really fun? No, it's not. You're just doing the same thing over and over again. You summon Dryden, activate Kaiser Coliseum if you get it, and then they just scoop. And I was getting Kaiser Coliseum pretty often. Let's see. Another con I have is you play against your rank instead of its own rank, instead of having its own ranking system. So that's one thing that I kind of liked about, like, in Duel Links events, it would kind of have its own, like the Kaiser or the KC Cup in Duel Links had its own ranking system. That's what I wish this kind of had. They could have done that, is they could have had where you start at the bottom at a certain level, like level 1, and then you just build your way up all the way up to level 20. The rewards are getting better at that point. once you get higher level. You just go against your own rank. So like I'm in Platinum 1, so I'm only playing against Platinum, which is fine. I mean, but Platinum 1 is like, which no offense to players who are struggling getting Platinum 1, it's just that any experienced player who's been playing for a little while should be able to get Platinum 1 fairly easily. So I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call like all Platinum 1 like a challenge, or playing against all Platinum a challenge. So it's not very challenging. I guess that's another con, is it's not a very challenging event. Obviously, if you're playing like an easy deck, so I'm playing Zodiac, so of course it's not going to be challenging. So that's a little bit on me, but at the same time, they could have done something to make that part a little more challenging by coming up with its own ranking system. Another con is the gem rewards after so long become just 20 gems. So, I mean, in my opinion, like at that point, is it even worth playing? Because you have to get so much, or you have to duel so much before you get 20 gems. Like you're playing so many games just to get 20 gems at that point. Not really worth it for a lot of people, like to get that extra grind in, just for those like extra like few 20 gems. They could have done more. They could have done more with that for sure. A few could haves, like what they could have done. They could have added card rewards, like in the reward system, like in the rankings, how it shows you like for however many medals you have to get this many gems. What they could have done instead was done gems, that pack, the legacy, or not the legacy, but the XYZ Festival pack, and then like certain cards, like I don't know, like that makes a certain deck better. Let's just say, I mean, this is just an example, like a certain XYZ deck. Like, what if they could have added like Thoroughblade? What if they could have added like some Utopia cards that are SRs, and then like once you get to a higher rank or like a higher amount of medals, you get some UR cards from those certain decks. Like you get a Trident, or you get whatever a UR card is in the Utopia deck. This is just off the top of my head. I mean, obviously there are better XYZ decks, but you know what I mean, like stuff like that. They also could have added dust rewards. I think dust rewards would have been really, really useful. One, useful. And two, like, as long as like for moderation, like I don't see why it would hurt to give us dust rewards. So like SR and UR dust, if they would have put those in the reward system, like once you get higher ranks, you're starting to get like 10, 20 UR dust. I think that would have been very useful, very helpful, and I don't see the harm in it. I don't think players are going to get like a huge advantage just from getting like a few extra like UR and SR dust. They could have put better cards and more cards in the rewards packs. I think that's the biggest thing, or the biggest disappointment for me in this, is that they put hardly any cards in the XYZ Festival pack. It's a small pool of cards. You'll be able to see it once you log in, once you get it all updated. One, it's a small pool of cards, and two, the cards are not very good. I think they could have added like something that could I don't even know about generic cards. Like I wouldn't have even been mad if they didn't add generic cards in it. But what does make me a little like upset is that they could have put it had so much potential to be better. They could have put like water exceeds cards in there. They could have put, like stuff that you can actually make a deck off of. After you earn it. Like I want to be able to walk away from the festival with a new deck. Like why not? I mean, it doesn't have to be top tier, just something fun to play with. Force me into playing something different. I mean, that's the thing with Master Duel right now, is like I don't really have a reason not to play the best decks. Which I guess this is what this XYZ Festival does, which, to be honest with you, if I'm grinding out for gems at first, I'm going to be using Zodiacs. There's no reason not to. I want to get those gems as fast as possible, so I can finish up my other decks for the main game. Overall, what do I think about the XYZ Festival? If I had to give it a ranking, I'd give it like maybe like a 5 out of 10, I guess. Really the only thing I like about it, like the biggest thing I like about it, is just that you get more gems. It's a way to get more gems compared to what was going on before. It's hardly more content. Fairly disappointed with it overall. They could have done so much better, but yeah, that's just more my take on it. If you like the video, if you found this a little bit helpful, or if you just value my opinion for some reason, or you want to tell me if you disagree with something or agree with something in the comment section, please do so. I'll be continuing the Path to Plat, or the that deck to Platinum series here pretty soon. soon as I have a little bit more time, I'll go ahead and get another video out. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Turn the ringer on so that you are notified whenever I do come out with that. Shouldn't be more than a couple days or so. I am excited with the series, and I am having a lot of fun with it. So be expecting it soon. If you like the face cam or like don't like the face cam, if it makes it a little more personal for you, or I don't know, awkward, but let me know if you'd like it or don't like it. And I will oblige. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you all next time.